Hey guys, this is Cecily here. What a lot of us don't realize, took me a while to grasp. I think within the first year I was still trying to figure it out. The first year of being diagnosed with uterine fibroids, to guessing and trying just about any and everything that I could find, researching natural wound wellness, etc. Mineralization, more so than vitamins, more so than hyper-focusing on one food, right? I think when we approach things minerally, also chronic malnutrition, not being aware that we have been guided according to the standard American diet, miseducation about what real food is, as well as sabotage of our natural, whole, original, pure, true, indigenous to the land, unprocessed foods really are, have led us to be existing in a state of chronic malnutrition, which feeds a state of constant fight or flight, being mentally and emotionally stressed, but also cellularly stressed on top of that. And we are not prepared, but we don't even realize that that level of stress is a real thing, and that is what's causing fibroids to grow. So how do we fix that, right? An easy way, and I think the beauty of focusing on proper mineralization is that there are a lot of easy, close to being blanket approaches that will fix a lot of the problems and causes and underlying adjacent issues that lead to or usually accompany uterine fibroids. And that is focusing on highly mineral-rich, nutrition-rich, and dense styles of eating and foods. For example, sea moss gel, sea moss gel, sea moss gel. Have you bought my sea moss gel yet? If you have not, go over to the website that's located on this video and check out my list, my line of superfood sea moss gels. They really are going to help you to solve the problem of being chronically malnourished, which is keeping your hormones chronically in a state of imbalance, keeping you estrogen dominant, insulin resistant, so on and so forth. You got to get sea moss gel in your life. Now you can get it plain, you can get it purple sea moss gel, gold, St. Lucian, whatever. I personally have African sea moss gel and St. Lucian sea moss gel. You can go over to the website, like I said, and choose from soursop sea moss gel. You can choose from my green superfood nutrition-rich version. All right, some other ways that I was able to get my nutrition on point, right? Nourish my body and my cells was to have a little fun game with myself. Nothing too deep, but little things like when I first got over the shock of learning I had uterine fibroids after feeling like I was so healthy, which I was pretty healthy, but obviously there were some things that led to the imbalance going on. I decided to begin to have a contest with how, not necessarily how many, but what new vegetable or fruit, right? What new plant-based item or food that is a whole food can I incorporate into my diet each week? Or you all know that smoothies and green juicing were a big set of tools for me that helped me to liberate myself from infirmity and imbalance, and bring my womb back into balance and breathe life into my cells and help me shrink fibroids. So it was really easy to incorporate new fruits, new veggies, juicing, right? It's not like I had to think of a new cooking style recipe each week. I just needed to get things to juice. That's a really easy way. Knowing that juicing is a very easy go-to tool that, in my opinion, every woman with fibroids, every woman, whether she's choosing to have surgery or is planning to go all natural, juicing is still going to help you on your journey to have a healthier, less symptom heavy experience, whatever your symptoms are, right? So it's really easy to play that game and be like, what new plant, what new treat from the plant kingdom can I align with and work with as an ally this week? And, you know, when you reframe it that way, you kind of begin to transmute. You operate in that alchemist energy, that goddess energy, and you're beginning to transmute a negative situation and what was a source of stress and negativity energetically for you into something positive. And when you start to do that, you get more leverage on manifesting the outcome you desire, which is shrinking fibroids, because you don't have any heavy, lower vibrational emotions, any toxic emotions, weights, weighing you down and prolonging the situation that you're in, because you're applying all of that energy and action steps into a more positive, life-giving direction. Does that make sense? All right. This is me a little later in the day, and I'm just showing you something that I threw together. This was nothing too deep. It is some wild rice and some kidney beans. This is, like I said, a quick thrown together plate. I saute the kidney beans in some olive oil with garlic powder. You're welcome to do grapeseed oil. You're welcome to use which I would actually recommend using maybe a more darker grain wild rice. But this is wild. It's not brown. Wild rice has the properties of being more alkaline. And we know, according to Dr. Sebi, that disease cannot exist in an alkaline environment. So the rice itself is something you don't typically see me eat. And I actually do recommend eating a more darker grain rice to where it's probably got a higher level of alkalinity. But this is something that we had. And I chopped up some romaine lettuce, made a quick salad with some tomato and onion. Like I said, this was a day where I wasn't really thinking too deep. And if you're going to have rice, I would say only do that wild, darker, long grain rice. There's a brand that I recommend, and I think it's Japonica rice, but I don't know the brand. I think it begins with Lindbergh or Lundberg. That's a pretty good rice if you don't already have an alkaline wild rice recommendation. That's where I would say go to for the best rice that will break down in the most optimal way in your body and not turn into sugar and, cause insulin resistance. Anyway, we're hanging out. This is a little behind the scenes of a day in the life. I also put red peppers on this. I just had put what I had in my fridge. So let's go on to the next meal. This is kind of a overview of my plate. My wild rice, not brown, tomatoes, red pepper, quick small salad with onion. I love my purple onion, which very simple healing properties come in purple onion. Moving on, this was a green smoothie. I'm showing you here the finished version, garnishing it with some chia seeds. Highly recommend. This is what it started. If you're on my IG, you probably have already seen this recipe. I make it often. Frozen banana, papaya, and pineapple. Great detoxifying combo. Papaya is also really good for parasite detox. Good for natural digestive enzymes, which are going to help break down that fibrous tissue. This is my Green Goddess Fibroid Detox Smoothie Powder that I add to all my smoothies that will optimize any of your smoothies. Shoot, it'll optimize a glass of water, right? To help you shrink fibroids. I highly recommend you go over to my website and grab it. I use plant milk. Today it was, I think it was almond milk here. Added a little more ice, and voila, this is like the most simple version of a fibroid detox smoothie. Delicious. The pineapple always makes the smoothie, by the way, like dessert. So I highly recommend, if you don't really like green smoothies, start adding pineapple to them. You don't have to add them to all the smoothies. And by the way, the pineapple also adds more digestive enzymes, which also support liver detox. This smoothie is high in fiber, which is going to combat estrogen dominance naturally, help your body to expel excess estrogen and other toxins that may still be hanging around in your colon. It will support healthy digestion. And you know your girl is got to garnish with some extra fibroid eliminating powerful nutrients, the chia seeds. The chia adds protein, omega-3, lots of energy. Now, this was a salad I had later on that day. This is a typical example of the types of salads I put together really quickly. Chickpeas, cucumber, purple onion, more red pepper and tomato, olives. It's kind of like a chef's garden salad. Got to have that good fat. I had that avocado. Super good for enhancing your fertility. And when you're prioritizing fertility, you're shrinking fibroids. Okay, goddess. I hope you enjoyed hanging out with me. That was a typical look into a lower volume day. Didn't have a whole bunch going on. A little behind the scenes. I hope you enjoyed it. By the way, if you enjoy behind the scenes access to my Fibroid Freedom Optimized lifestyle, take advantage of my monthly membership level of connection. Being a member of my monthly fibroid accountability group, it's called Womb Hang Clan. What you're going to get, a few things that you're going to get are a monthly masterclass on the basics of natural fibroid elimination to keep you on track, keep you motivated, and also give you insider knowledge and the inside scoop on how to shrink fibroids from someone who's actually done it and how to maintain natural fibroid freedom, as well as minimum of 2 weekly exclusive members-only natural fibroid elimination content, and so much more. For more information on what's included, head over to my website, operationfibroidfreedom.com, and click on the monthly membership tab. Besides that, if you're ready for the full shebang, the real McCoy, my entire full system, you need to join my 90-day private coaching program. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. Go over to operationfibroidfreedom.com and click on the services tab. Look at my pricing schedule for 90-day private coaching, where I work with you on a weekly basis and help you roll out a solid fibroid freedom action plan based on the steps that worked for me. Check it out there. I do offer payment plans, and then there's also a whole host of other amazing services that I offer, including womb Reiki energy reading and healing to help balance your chakras and boost your fertility, and so much more intuitive shadow work that will help you to release and send the message to fibroids that they must leave your womb. That being said, I had another testimonial from another goddess who has experienced her second and third passing of fibroids this week. If you don't know about that, I will be going into further detail shortly here on the YouTube, but I already talked about it over on Instagram. Head over to IG if you got IG and watch the replay on that. She used my tea, my Green Goddess Fibroid Detox Smoothie Powder, and she also used my sea moss gel. But until next time, get you some of this tea here, and your girl will be back. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe if you stayed on this long. You are a true gem. Mwah.